Hey everybody! I'm feeling a little bit better today, so it's good. So yesterday, I'm sorry I had to cancel a live stream because I wasn't feeling very good. I'm still pretty under the weather, but trying to make it happen. No COVID, so that's good. So yeah, so today we're gonna check out this game, Freakout Calamity TV Show. So basically, you could almost say it's kind of has Smash TV type elements to it. It's interesting because it's been out for a little while. It's one of those top-down, dual stick shooters, right? But the thing that kind of brings you to the sort of draws the connections between this and Smash TV is it is a television show that you're on. The interesting thing is as you go through the game, there's this group that's trying to sort of free you from being on the television show, because you can die on the television show, obviously. So these monsters are trying to kill you, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty cool. Mutants, whatever you want to call them. So we'll get right into it. It's pretty interesting. There are other games, though, that I've found more recently that are actually better than this one, believe it or not. So this one's kind of cool, but I was actually kind of surprised because I just found one more recently that's even better than this one. But it's still pretty neat. So you'll see. We're going to jump right in. I'm actually going to just play it from the start, though. So I'm not going to actually play it from, let's see, let me just get the music figured out here. It's got a pretty cool soundtrack, too. So I'm not going to actually play it from where I left off. I'll play it from the start so you get the idea of what this game's like from the start. It does guide you a little bit in the beginning and tries to get you started. So I'm going to play level 1. I think it'll let me restart it, I believe. Hopefully it doesn't drop me where I was. I think it'll let me restart it. By the way, if you're new here, thanks for joining. And yeah, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. We always appreciate that. Okay, it did not start me from the beginning. So let me see if it's possible to get me started from the beginning. That would suck if I can't. But there's got to be a way. Ah, man. I had to actually get right off of a phone call and go straight to this stream, and I didn't want to cancel it again. So sorry, I'm a little unprepared versus, my normal level of preparation, which is, so good. Why doesn't it let me? Oh wait, maybe it does. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna redo introduction. So basically, I'm through introduction, the arena, TV head, who's a boss, and we can go back and check that out. And I'm on this level called the keys. So let's just do introduction, and so you guys can get an idea. Sorry, I messed up. You can go back. So I'm just basically gonna go back, and I'm gonna do level 1, which is your introduction to the game. Yeah, no, I'm not always prepared. All right, let's get this thing going. So you'll find the soundtrack super cool. I love the soundtrack. And, any game, I feel like games from our era had good soundtracks. And so, obviously, this person on the bottom is a person trying to talk to me, basically. She says, "Can you hear me? Move the left stick if you can." So the left stick, I'm using the Pro Controller on the Switch. The left stick will move your character around. Your right stick, although she hasn't told me yet, is to shoot, and you'll see that in a second. So this lady is trying to train me through the game, right? So basically, she's basically saying that the last week's challenger died. So she's like, I guess I'll train you, but the last guy didn't make it. So she's gonna release a bunch of mutants and see how I do. This is just general training. Now, the game is very difficult because if you get hit once, you're dead. That's it. So it requires some skill. By the way, she hasn't told me how to shoot yet, so right now I can't do anything. So she's asking me, "Oh, what's going on?" Because she didn't tell me how to shoot. So there you go. So but if one of these mutants touches you, you're hosed. You're dead. So it does take some skill. Right now it seems easy, but it gets... Oh, shoot, I didn't... see what I mean? I didn't even see that guy. So we'll get through this little practice area for a minute here. I start with no gun again. I actually thought when I first started playing this, I was like, oh man, this game's pretty easy, but it gets hard very, very quickly. I mean, the difficulty goes from, and I'm playing it on the easiest dose. It's called homeopathic dose or whatever, but it gets really hard. You'll see that here in a minute. By the way, do you guys see, yeah, I know, right? It's the controller's fault. And it's hard because a lot of the games, a lot of the levels, like you start getting to bosses and you're all over the place. Like you're having to really navigate very, very quickly and make quick movements. There's a couple little things you get as you progress through the game. Like you can kind of use the things in the arena for your advantage, right? You can sort of block yourself and things like that. You'll see. So she's basically saying, please don't die. And I got this, so I'm good. I think I'll be able to clear this. I played this enough that I think I can clear this without dying. Oh, I almost died right there. You'll see. We'll see how far I could get, you know, without dying. The cool thing is when you die, you can restart, and it does kind of throw you back into the action. Like if you're at a boss level, it will throw you into the boss with a little bit of... Oh, I almost died right there. It'll throw you into the boss, and the boss will have a little bit of life left. Would you guys say the black and white chick looks like China with glasses? Like China the wrestler, China? So how is it? All right, check this out. All right, so right now, in the beginning, you're like kind of bored in a way because you're like, oh man, the enemies are kind of easy and whatever. But trust me, when we get to the stage with the first boss, which I think we can do on the live stream, you'll see like it's no joke. It gets hard. And actually, my family was playing it, and I was telling them, I was like, man, this game kind of reminds me of old school games where there's not a lot of like, there's not a lot of room for failure, right? If you mess up, and that's it. You're dead. So I kind of respect that a bit about the game, is that it gives you, you have to have some skill to play it. It also could make people give up quick if they're used to games being a bit easier, but I haven't played it on the higher levels, but it's pretty damn hard as you move up. All right, so let's check this out. So there are these things you can get, which I don't remember if they're on this level or not, where you can kind of like teleport yourself from one part of the stage to the other. So this one said she's trying to tell me that they were kind of stupid. The people that help you through the game, they're kind of dumb, it seems like. So there's these things where you can teleport yourself. You'll see it's this level. And she's telling me she's just an intern and she's not paid for this, but she's told that she would be a makeup artist, not a drill instructor. So honestly, she's like, basically, she's my life and death, right? Like I could die if she's giving me the wrong instructions yet. You know, it's kind of unsettling. Oh, by the way, you can fall in those holes, so you got to watch out for those, and I just did. So some of those are barriers in certain games and at certain levels, and sometimes they're holes. So you'll see these little can things. If you pick them up, let you teleport. I'll show you that in a second. See how I can kind of like run from one part of the stage to the other. It's useful sometimes. I haven't really figured out on the boss stages. I tend to use those a lot. Here, I don't really use it much, but you'll see why, because the first boss TV head is like really fast. So sometimes you'll be like, you know, shoot across the room. And it totally helps. Now, the one thing I haven't tried if you can shoot across these little, my family, if you're in here, can you shoot across these little areas where you can drop into? I'd never tried that. All right, so that's it. Our training is done. So basically we go from training to now we're on set of the show, which is actually coming up in this next stage. Now it's interesting because, like I said, we're going to be introduced soon after we start the game. We're going to be introduced to this group called the Anti-Fizz, which sounds like Antifas, but it's not. It's Anti-Fizz, and you'll find out why in a minute. And they're trying to help me. They're trying to help me through the game, right? So right now we're live on the show. So this guy's, I guess the announcer is like, at last, ladies, mutants, and gentlemen, please welcome this week's challenger. And now this other lady's like, what? Is he really a challenger, though? I mean, he didn't really choose to be here, right? It's not like he accepted the challenge or anything. Because you care now? No, I don't care about him. I care about words. Words are important. What would you call him then? I don't know. Dude? Okay then. Please welcome that dude. So there's like some of the dialogue is actually kind of funny. So they did a good job like bringing some humor into the game. And basically he's saying don't grow too attached because he's probably not going to make it. He's going to die. But anyways, I'm not going to die, right? We're going to make it. Oh, and sorry, I'm totally skipping this part, but there's this energy drink or whatever, this fizz drink that's basically the sponsor of the show. And that's what that ad was for right there. All right, this stage has a lot of these, like, I played it in handheld mode. I have not played it on a screen as large as I'm playing it right now. I felt like it was really challenging on handheld mode because I couldn't see enough. I don't know, not that you can't see the screen, but the screen's obviously a lot smaller. This seems like it's going to be easier to get through the levels with a larger screen. So if you're playing it on a TV or whatever, the game's available on Switch, PS4, Xbox, I think Steam too. So this guy right here, he says, hey, don't act surprised. Act like nothing's happening. Just blink twice if you can hear me. This guy's from the anti-fizz thing. This is not part of the show. We just hacked your earpiece. Basically, he's trying to say, look, we're here to help you. We're the anti-fizz because the fizz is the name of the drink. Hopefully I'm explaining this okay. Anyways, so he says he's on our side and he wants to help us get out of here, but I got to follow this guy's lead. So basically, he pops up from time to time trying to help us through the game. But he's basically like, yeah, don't die, okay? Like, that'd be great. Can't help you if you're dead. So now they're releasing these bigger characters called daddies. So this is where it starts to get a little bit more difficult. You'll see, and there's like an introduction to the guys. These guys are really weird looking. And you'll see when you shoot them, they like spit out these weird, like almost blood droplets or something. I don't know what they're shooting out. I guess that's like blood platelets or something. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. But these guys are actually pretty difficult as you get through the game. I will say this, I don't know if my family can comment on this, but playing it on handheld mode was a lot harder. Like already just, I mean, maybe it's because I had some time with the game, a little bit more time. This seems a lot easier than what it was before. Yeah, the game's pretty cheap. So, you know, that's cool too. And when you're always looking for little indie titles that are, you know, fun and not very expensive, I love stuff like this. Oh crap. Also, you got to be careful because the floor tiles raise and you can die from those too. And you can also die from flying off the board. Hopefully you guys can appreciate it. It's got a good soundtrack. You know, that it's... Oh, crap. I almost got hit. All right. See what I mean? Like, they come at you, man. See, the floor tiles just went up. I can die from those. So you got to be careful with that, too. But for being like a, you know, a Smash TV inspired kind of a clone game, I find it pretty fun. Oh, there they are. So far, guys, tell me, give me your idea. Is this something you find cool? Is this interesting or not a fan? Put one in the chat if you think this is cool. Put a 0 if you're like, eh. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. And my hopes is that I try to find, like, I try to really... Oh, crap, I fell in the hole. Damn it. I try to find games that are more unique that I've never seen before or haven't seen many other people showcase. Just because, you know, for these kinds of things, even though we've been doing a lot of console stuff lately, it's fun to find indie titles, and there's so many cool ones. Oh, crap. You gotta really watch out for those holes, though. You can totally fall in those things. If you do, you're dead. All right, let's see what's going on here. I think we're through with that wave, or we're close. No, we're not. Never mind. The other thing that's weird, the AI of these mutant things is kind of weird. It, like, they kill themselves quite a bit. So I don't know if that's just bad AI or what, but they will often, like, commit suicide. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But hopefully we can get to the main boss in this first stage, because I think it's pretty cool. And he's definitely not that easy. Oh, crap. Damn it. Can't believe I just died. All right, I gotta focus. I'm gonna focus, guys. So I'm gonna be less talking from me for a minute. I just gotta make sure I gotta get us through this wave of guys, and then... I will say, at times, it gets a little monotonous, but it's usually pretty action-packed, and then they throw some variety of different... You know, there's different guys that show up. Like, there's different enemies that show up as you progress through the game. So it's not like it's boring, you know? It kind of keeps itself pretty entertaining. It just has a couple of slow parts. All right, so now we're getting a commercial. It says, your parents are calling you for dinner, but you... Oh, crap, I missed it. The anti-fizz guy's coming in here. He says, stupid question. I can see you on TV. You're doing pretty well, by the way. But it won't be enough to beat TV Head. Don't worry, we've got a plan. So he's trying to say that, look, when you get to the boss, don't worry about it. I'm going to save you so you won't have to fight the boss. And that basically he's going to come in, there's going to be a drone that blows up the wall, lets me to escape, so I should be good to go, right? That's what he's telling me. So he's telling me, get ready, we got you. All right, now the TV host is back. He says, look, our dude is getting close to the first boss. He continues to call me dude throughout the whole game. Go through the door and get ready to meet your doom. Soon you'll understand why we call him TV Head. And then the anti-fizz guy's like, because he has a TV on his head. Dumbass. All right. So we're at the first boss. The name of the game is called Freakout Calamity Game Show. All right, let's do this. Or is it TV show? I got the name of the game wrong. I will say, though, it is way easier playing... It actually is way easier playing it on a bigger screen than it was in handheld mode, because it took me a while to get as far as I am when I first started playing it. I've been playing it a lot at night, and actually my family saw what I was playing. We're gonna skip through the dialogue. My family saw what I was playing, and he's like, hey, check this out. I'm playing the same game as you are. And actually, we're not at the boss yet. I think we have one more wave, right? Yeah, I thought we were at him, but I guess not. So let's waste these guys. Man, I love the soundtrack in this game. It's like a really good soundtrack for this game. And the funny thing is, so as I was playing this, what is he saying? Wait, did it restart me, dude? My family, it looks like it restarted me. Why? That's weird. Did it like... Why did it put me back on the same place? All right, let's go back. We can just skip to the... I was supposed to be at the boss by now. I don't know what happened. That's really weird. So we'll just go to the boss stage. We'll jump right to it. That's really strange that it did that. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but... Let's see. We're going to go... You just don't... There's really no score you need to advance. You just have to not die. So just don't die, basically. You know, it'd be interesting. Let's do the boss. Let's do the boss with homeopathic dose, and then go to the middle level, because I'm pretty sure I can beat it pretty consistently on easy, but I don't know if I could beat it as easily. So this is the boss stage. All right, so here he is. Every boss or big character you're fighting gets an introduction like this, and you can see Fizzy Corp is is sort of like the sponsor. Now, the anti-fizz guy was supposed to help me, but he's not so far. So there he is, but I can't fight him yet. So basically, the drones aren't in position, so the guy's hosing me right now. So now I gotta fight this dude. Now, the method I found works best with this is you kind of like run around the arena as fast as you can away from him. But see, it gets pretty difficult because he throws these like bombs at you. So oftentimes I'm shooting off the screen, but I'm shooting in his general direction. Because see what I mean? Like, I'm shooting in his general direction, and he's taking damage, but I gotta be careful because these bomb things will get me if I don't. So I'm kind of like rotating my right stick to shoot as I'm sort of like making my way around the arena. And if you're smart, you pick up these little cans, and I can jump. Like, so I can see how I can like jump myself. And you gotta be careful not to get in between his missile, or try to get in between his missiles versus... See, like right there. But see, that guy was behind me and he totally got me. But when you die, like a quarter of the boss's energy comes back. So you just have to be careful. But see right there, I'm going to jump. Ah, see, I did it too fast. I'm actually doing worse than I was when I was playing solo, which is always the case for a live stream. Not excuse, just saying. You got to watch out because these other guys come from behind too. So those guys, the normal mutant things will start coming out of those doors, so you have to be careful for that too. It's not that easy, because you gotta kind of like do this circular motion and just make sure you're not getting hit by the missiles, but it requires some timing. And keep in mind, this is on easy. This is not the most difficult setting. So this is where it's more of almost like a run and gun. Oh, crap. See, did you see that? You, like, almost got me there. Get those canisters, though, because you're going to need them, because sometimes you need to... You'll see, watch, right here. He's going to probably shoot me, and I'll use one of those canisters to shoot over. Now, if you get ballsy, you can kind of hang out for a minute, but when he's glowing like that, he doesn't take damage, so... Oh, crap. I almost got hit by that guy. I've just noticed if you get to the middle, it doesn't help you. I feel like running around the outer edge is usually a good strategy. But see, right now he's taking damage. But then when he charges, he doesn't take damage, so you just have to be careful. But see, right now I can't mess up, because if I mess up right now, he's going to get a bunch of his life back. So he's vulnerable right now. I got to hang on. If I die, I'm going to totally screw things up. Ooh, that was close. Okay. He gets so nervous when he charges you like that. All right, we almost got him. As long as I don't get hit from behind with anybody, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty solid. Oh God. See, sometimes when he's off the screen, you can't really see him. So I think we got him though. Yeah, we got him. Cool. He's dead. When he dies, all the other mutants die along with him too. Yeah, it's a totally fun game, man. Arcade said it was fun. It's totally fun. All right, so there's another commercial for the fizz drink. This guy's like, yeah, cool, well done. I was supposed to save you, but, you know, I'm glad you didn't die. So now he's saying the drones are in position. So what he ends up doing is he ends up blowing out part of this wall out here so I can escape. Well, he's supposed to, but it's like, it totally doesn't work exactly like they said it would. I'm not going to tell you the whole game because I don't want to, like, ruin it for you. So we're going to probably end the stream in about 5 minutes. I'll play a bit longer, but the game it's a pretty fun game, man, and the price, from a price point perspective, it's pretty cool. All right, so basically the show host is back and he's like, hey, where'd the contestant go, right? So he's unaware that this anti-fizz company has come in, or this guy is coming in to help me. It gets quite a bit more difficult now because some of the fighting gets really close quarters. You'll see that here in a second. And keep in mind, I'm on easy, so it's a little bit easier to progress through, but it can get pretty hard. This guy that's trying to help us gives you no peace of mind, by the way. He is always like, oh yeah, I helped you, but we're not really safe, so sorry about that. Like, he's helping you, but not really. I actually question whether or not he's trying to help, but he says he is, so... All right, he says, don't worry, there's a secret entrance. We're going to be fine. Just pull the lever to open it, which is this thing right here. So there's other actionable things in the game like this where you'll go up to objects and it'll tell you what to do. It's like pretty idiot-proof. But basically, when you see something like this, you just hold down that button to, you know, initiate the action on that particular item. So dumbass over here is trying to help me, just basically is going to tell me, oh, whoops, I messed up. So now I'm in a room full of enemies. So again, like I said, I question how much help he really gives me because he's always putting you into positions where you're compromised a bit. So thanks, How to Bachelor, for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Oh crap, I died. See, you can't look at the chat and play games at the same time. You'll die. Well, I can't, but I can't multitask very well, so not the best multitasker. Oh, ooh. Oh, crap. Yeah, I can't wait. If you guys are fans of these twin-stick shooter games, there's another one that I just found that's actually really cool. Another one that's on the Switch. It's on various different platforms, too. Thanks, How to Bachelor. Appreciate that, buddy. You do get different weapons as the game progresses. Right now, I just got this thing, but... All right, where'd that other mutant go? Sometimes you gotta charge after them if they're being stubborn. It tries to give you... Oh, crap. It tries to give you a little bit of indication where they're coming from. Like, you see those arrows. So you can kind of use those to your advantage. I do notice that staying in one place is not exactly a good strategy. You should move around a little bit. In some levels, I feel like you can kind of stay around. But for the most part, it makes it more fun to kind of, like, run around and gun. but just be aware of the arrows as they pop up, because you could be like standing in a place where you're at a door and someone's about to, you know, totally wail on you. And you can use these barriers to protect you too, which is cool. Sometimes, but you can't don't let too many of them out at one time. If you kind of like aren't killing them and you're kind of holding back, camping is not a good strategy in this game because they will all like just completely annihilate you. All right, okay, secret entrance. He's trying to tell me there's an entrance, but again, this guy, I don't know about his motivation to help me is I'm not so sure. I gotta end this, by the way, guys, and I gotta end this in almost the half-an-hour mark, but I had an idea. What do you guys think about this real quick before we continue on? I wanted to do a bunch of racing games, but I was thinking about doing like a really long live stream where it's just like maybe it's nighttime, we just kick back, right? We'll just be chilling, everyone can grab a beer or whatever you want to drink, and we'll play through like a series of racing games, because one thing that I noticed is, not that I noticed, but one thing that's interesting is a console that I literally hardly played, and it was because of the time in my life, and I had moved to California, and it's the PS3. Like, I did not touch the PS3, like literally at all. And so there's a lot of great racing games I'm finding out on the PS3 that I missed. So, and one of them, and I'm going to have a story about this, one of them I'm definitely doing a live stream on, is MotorStorm. I played it for the first time legitimately the other day, and I was like, dude, MotorStorm freaking rocks. It's like really, really good. So I don't know like how I missed it. It's freaking amazing. So anybody love MotorStorm? It's like badass. Visually, it looks crazy. And then there's another game that I noticed on the PS3 that I didn't know about, where I don't know the name of it, but you're racing, but there's things getting destroyed all over you, and you have to like push through them. Like, I can't remember what it's called. Like, the game is basically a stress game. Like, basically, there's things crashing around you, and you have to speed through them. And I can't remember the name of it. But MotorStorm, there's a story. I don't want to ruin the story. So to say it's the first time I played MotorStorm is not really accurate. But I don't want to waste I don't want to tell you the story on the live stream, because it's a pretty good one. But anyways, we got another wave of enemies here. We need to get this key, and we're gonna take some people out here. Shoot, forgot what we're doing in here. He's saying he should have made a map. Yeah, you think? All right, he's trying to give me encouragement that I'm not far from being safe, but oh crap, I didn't even see that guy. See what I mean? And you gotta be careful on this stage because you have this stupid gun thing that's on a turret over here against you too. So you got a lot going on this stage, but you obviously can blow that thing up. Yeah, it's pretty chaotic though, you know? Like, if you like chaos, this is a fun, chaotic game. And, you know, there's a lot of, like, sometimes I wish, the only beef I have is sometimes I wish the views, you were a little closer to the action, like as if the camera could be panned down just a tad bit more. Because as you can see, like, when you're in close quarters, this gets really hard. I almost feel like if it was panned down a tiny bit more, I could see better, but... Okay, now he's trying to tell me that this is the way to go. Like, seriously, this dude is out of his mind. All right. Well, what is possibly going to happen in here? All right, we got a key, and homeboy still doesn't know where he's going. Can you see the theme here? Like, this guy's help is not much help, but... Don't forget you got those things that you can pick up, those canisters you can pick up to slingshot yourself around the room. It's super helpful. Oh crap, I died. Now this guy's like there's a scene in a movie where this guy's like trying to tell him that he shouldn't take drugs, and then he takes drugs and he's like, I told you, or he's encouraging you to take drugs, and then you take drugs and you're tweaking out, and he's like, I told you not to take those drugs, man. So this guy's all, I told you not to go into that room. It's like, well, no, you actually did. All right. So anyways, I just thought of doing a mega racing stream. I think it'd be super fun because I haven't done long form streams. Like, I usually cap them off at 30 minutes or an hour, but I was thinking we just chill, we settle in, and we just play a bunch of games. Like we don't waver. I know people will come and go, but I thought it'd be really fun and we could just hang out and talk about whatever and just sort of have fun. I think it'd be fun. So anyways, I'll plan that probably for some time, maybe next week or maybe even this weekend. Maybe we could do it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I can do it this weekend. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. So I'll give you the 2-second gist of the game. Freakout Calamity TV Show is the name of the game. It's available on Nintendo Switch, Steam, PS4, and Xbox. So it's available on basically everything. So if you have any of those platforms, you can definitely, check out this game. Let me kill the music and I'll get the Final Thoughts music on. It's pretty cheap right now, so it's at a discount right now. So if you have a Switch, I played it only on the Switch and I loved it on the Switch. So it's a cheaper game. If you like games like Smash TV, you like those top-down dual stick shooters, it's really fun. And it takes a lot of skill. Like that's the thing that's fun about this game is it takes a little bit of skill and you can kind of progress through it. I died a lot when I first started playing it, and then I got better at it. And I think the dying from one hit encourages you. I mean, it discourages you in a way, but it encourages you like, hey, I can do this, and you kind of keep going. It's pretty cool. So I love it. Yeah, actually, my family said press 1 if you're buying this game. It's super fun, and I put all the links in the description if you guys want to check it out. Thanks, Jonathan, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone's support. These have been so fun. Sorry if I seemed a little frazzled when I started the chat. I always like sharing, some personal stuff with you guys, but I always try to keep it happy and keep it positive. But before this stream, we just found out some not so fun information about our wedding that's coming up in September. People are dropping like flies because they feel unsafe about traveling, and so it's been one of those things where it's really stressed Kim and I out because we don't know what the right decision is to make because there's some people that can't come that we really want to come, and so it's just it's tough, man. So we're trying to figure it out. So COVID has impacted lots of elements of our life. Now I'm gonna put a positive spin on it. I've been in pretty much in isolation for a long time, as you guys have too. So doing things like this connects me to you guys, but also I'm not saying this as I feel like there's probably a lot of content creators that say this, but I truly feel a pretty cool and awesome connection to our little community we have here. And so these kinds of things really boost me up. Like I can leave this session I just had with you guys and go downstairs and I'm like more motivated to work. I'm happier. Like it's a cool experience to be able to share with you guys. And so no one's coming over and playing games with me. So this is my virtual equivalent of that. So I just feel like, hopefully you guys feel the same way, but it's been pretty awesome. I'm going to share this with you guys, even though I probably am going to regret this at some point, but there's a reason why I'm covering so much of the console stuff on the channel lately. That reason I can't talk about right now, but there's a reason. And even though I knew the channel would gravitate toward consoles at some point, there's a compelling event that happened that led me down this path. And you know what? I was really mad about it at first, and I cannot discuss it right now, but I will eventually with you guys, because I feel like there'll be a time where it's right. But that compelling event, even though at first I was pretty pissed off about it, I was actually angry, has proven to be really awesome. So sometimes when other people try to take you down, positive things come out of it, right? So someone has so much disdain for you that they want to attack you, yet you come out the other side in a much better position than you were in before. So just always remember that. Sometimes when things seem super down in the dumps, sometimes that's like those challenges you get through, it's leading you to a much better path. It's just not very apparent when you're in the shitstorm of stuff. So anyways, that's it. So I appreciate it. Hobby Hands, thanks so much for the super chat. Again, awesome. You guys are great. Thank you for all your support. I'm doing a lot of hand gesturing. I'm Italian as it is, so I hand gesture the crap out of it. But man, I'm just hand gesturing like crazy today. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up on the way out. Consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be informed of future videos like this. And that's it for now, guys. We will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.